现在秀开了，没错。一个发生问题，国队3分，哎呀，这个球打进了。This only will be the first two.
该入道就入。 为国际焦点，各家国际大厂都视越南为接替中国的制造基地。即将迈入成长黄金期的越南，占尽天时地利人和优势，正是参与新经济体崛起的机会。一旦错过，将等上不止10年。请指明中国信托越南机会基金，一同参与越南股市的飞升契机。
投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。台湾半导体技术傲视全球，随世界各国晶片需求大增，预估2030年台湾半导体产值达5兆。全球首档高纯度台湾半导体 ETF， 一次掌握上中下游完整供应链，更领先导入 ESG 评分，降低长期投资风险。中信关键半导体00891，带你一起参与波澜壮阔的半导体商机。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明。
好的，欢迎各位线人来到我们中信特工的特务基地。提早进场的线人朋友们呢，可以到我们南侧回廊。有特务基地美食充电站，里面呢有美食摊位以及内用的餐饮区，大家可以先吃饱，才有溃烂可以应援我们新北中信特工。OK， 球场四周以及走道呢都有垃圾桶，请妥善分类，在球场里面吃完喝完也把饮料还有食物随手丢进垃圾桶，一起维持我们环境整洁。相信呢，进到我们特务基地的线人们呢，都是素质最高的。也谢谢大家体恤我们辛苦的工作人员。那进场时呢，有拿到我们应援长巾的线人们，现在就可以打开包装 ，OK？ 等一下和我们一起准备。应援我们的中信特工，那在东侧入口呢，也有我们的官方商品部。今天呢，有贩售季后赛商品，欢迎线人们多多去选购。那跟我们一起换个新衣服，换个新帽子，一起为我们中信特工加油以及应援。整场呢都是对号入座，请找到自己的座位入场。那有问题的话或找不到的话呢，可以随时向我们手栏、扶栏旁边的这个黄色衣服的工作人员，向他们请教，看看你位置在哪里啊，赶快找到入座。那同时在上下楼梯的时候呢，小朋友、爸爸妈妈也注意安全。谢谢大家，你们很棒。
不一样的生命，一部分的自己，准备好在这街市寻觅，恋中的就像变重，但是你对自己擦干净你，自救才是命，去想象我坠落。你是否还会爱我？但没有不走，准备好在这街市寻觅，却献给那些身边痛，但是你对自己走下去没？自救才是命。看你看我的梦，也请让我看。
好，比赛呢也即将在不久之后马上要开始，大家尽速入座。现在呢，现场即将要暗场灯喽。那今天 我们指定区域进场的线人朋友呢，赠品是我们的应援长巾，现在呢就可以把它的包装打开来，待会跟着我们一起应援我们的中信特工 ，OK？ 有没有拿到长巾的？现在马上打开，让我看一下。Nice， 很棒哦。哦，拿反了。可以，上面印的是 Bring the trophy home， 把我们的冠军奖杯带回家。That's right。哦，不管是黄色的这个之前的应援长巾，跟我们 Bring the trophy home 这个主题应援长巾，我们都现在把它拆开来。OK， 这个毛巾真的是做的非常的质感的非常好哦，让我看到你们现在都马上拆开，好不好？不要收到包包，台湾人的习惯很容易收到包包，打开来，待会跟着我们中信特工球员以及我们的应援团，大家一起应援。那在这边呢，也跟大家来说一下关于我们中信特工独有的赛前跑篮仪式，好不好？复习一下，相信大家都已经非常熟悉了。我们在赛前呢来复习一下，待会听到音乐的时候，跟着音乐的节拍拍手，然后呢，球员会进行一个跑篮的动作，在跑篮的完成同时呢，会用一个灌篮当做 ending。当球灌下去的时候，我们就一起把声音呐喊出来。OK。现在马上 DJ 抓的 beat， 我们练习彩排一次 ，Let's go！ 拍手，很好，拍手 ，DEA， 拍手 ，DEA， 拍手 ，DEA， 最后要灌篮了，准备。灌下去了 ，OK。刚刚是彩排，刚刚是练习。待会听到这个音乐，我跟团长易阳呢会一起 cue 大家来拍手。那等到最后把 ending 完成的时候，噪音再借给我喽。
天降大人赐予我小才大有，渺小的喷嚏有着伟大的梦想，四季朝闻不甘心这一生平庸，一层登峰地裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，身在那个清晨天心中的汗水流在生命中，一样梦想蜕变证明自己与众不同，前面天空40分钟看守万条渡我前冲，是我超过的青春年华，天会累加上会结把梦想进攻没空废话，绝杀球是我的回答，过天晴朗万物和鸣，青春有气爽万籁无尽，四面无伤怕胜负输赢，在他身上一片斩断了理智线，过天晴朗万物和平，青春有气爽万籁无尽，冲流体光胜负输赢，在他身上一片斩断了理智线，闪电红的光中心特工不意外，有种放手软心碰触点你就败，你我的天歌，天基地平线那少年从轮廓，含苞待放的未来，有种放手来拦截几率不存在，你我的天歌，天基地平线。
请双方球员停止练习，请关场灯。
有着伟大的梦想，四季朝闻不甘心这一生平庸，一层登峰地裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，身在那个清晨天心中的汗水流在生命中。
Yes sir， 大家午安，欢迎各位线人朋友们进到我们的新北中信特工新庄体育馆特工基地主场，再一次来到我们的不败主场，感谢所有线人的进场，为我们中信特工持续的应援以及加油。今天是我们赛季季后赛的第3场比赛，只要这场再给他赢下来的话呢，我们就挥军总冠军赛啦。所以今天跟之前一样，都需要你各位的小手手，还有双手、双脚、全身应援毛巾，跟着我们大家一起应援，和我们中信特工的球员一起捍卫我们不败主场的荣誉。所以待会应援长巾记得跟我一起甩。今天我要看到所有人把我们的应援长巾拿起来，想要在我们的中信特工的主场看到应援长巾海 ，OK。待会呢，记得热情不要停，先把我们的掌声加尖叫带给我们的 Passion Sisters and Thunder， blah blah blah。谢谢我们 Passion Sisters and Thunder。接下来把目光移向上方的大荧幕。
季后赛可以说就是像是决赛，一个地方没有做好你就结束了那种，
没有明天这样子。
If you lose one game, you can change the rhythm.
更投入更享受季后赛这个过程。
Go out there and play as hard as you can. Who knows where we will be, next year? Who knows where we will be in the morning?
很可惜啦，去年很多事情没有准备好，所以就止步在4强以外。
菜鸟球季的最后一场球赛嘛，心中还是有很多的不甘心的。
今年一定要把它完全的就是做好，100%，
一定会竭尽所有的力量去达成我们最后的目标，抛下黄色的彩带。
team that can be in a dynasty.
队史的首冠，
不想留下遗憾吧。
到岁月，然后得到冠军。
相信自己，相信团队。
The best club of the league.
Let's go get it done.
Dream on and bring the trophy home. 让我们拿下今天的胜利，迈向总冠军。首先，先让我们欢迎特攻击项目 Thunder。接下来，借给我你们的声音，让我们大声的欢迎新北中信特攻球员进场。背号2号人中豪杰特攻控球精灵刘仁浩，背号3号特攻防守大锁齐天大圣林炳胜，背号6号。黄金时代最佳控卫李学林，背号7号特攻暖男新生代控球后卫魏家豪，背号12号。中信龙王台湾阿龙谭杰龙，背号30号特攻欧巴沉稳射手刘伟成，背号55号新北的国王特攻尼克金啦金恩。背号76号特攻大黄蜂新庄的收租工曾文鼎鼎哥，接下来介绍 Starting Five 先发5人，背号14号只手遮天闪电军夺冠最后一块拼图卡斯。背号9号特攻的禁区悍将 KK 克里斯，背号10号颜值担当首席射手谢亚轩，背号0号本土第一人特攻黑豹阿巴西，背号16号最后一位今年度的最佳防守球员殊荣后场指挥官大三元制造机林伟汉，总教练李义华，助理教练牟米尔，球员发展教练许时清，体能教练穆建宏，防护主任及球队管理邱鼎俊，领队杨淑慧，总经理刘志威，董事长陈国恩。接下来为大家介绍台中太阳球员名单。背号5号彭俊彦，背号6号白萨，背号8号陈文宏，背号14号董永全，背号20号金德伟，背号34号班森，背号45号温丽煌，背号76号林明义。接下来为大家介绍台中太阳先发5人，背号3号丁胜儒， 背号42号卢冠轩，背号41号苏奕静，背号1号莫尔特，背号24号莱斯。总经理王伟杰，总教练克里斯，助理教练尼奥，助理教练周一周，教练许志超，激励与体能教练翁建凯，防护员黄奇俊，管理林宏斌。双方球员请场中致意。那现场所有的线人们呢，也把双手借给我，待会会有我们中信特攻的球员。把手上的海报射向你们，今天我们要射下太阳。哎，来，没关系，来，手让我看到。来哦，待会啊，准备我们要来跑篮仪式了。拍手，拍手 ，DEA 一起喊，拍手，拍手，拍手 ，DEA，Let's go， 拍手 ，clap DEA， 哦 ，Game day game on，bring the trophy home。Let's go, let's go！ 大家非常的棒，非常的棒。现在呢，还没有把应援场机的包装打开的线人们呢，赶快打开，让我看看应援场机好不好？打开了没？漂亮，漂亮，帅，可爱，帅，很棒，很棒，很棒。没错，注意不要拿反喽，上面印的是 Bring the trophy home。把冠军奖杯带回家的这一次的主题应援场景，来把场景都准备好。接下来呢，我们要请我们的应援团团长易阳来带大家。
哇塞！现场线人朋友们，大家好。OK， 欢迎大家呢，在周日的下午再度来到我们 T1 最嗨、最炸、最热闹的特攻基地，欢迎大家。那知道我们今天比赛呢很重要，所以呢，你们也来了非常多人，代表今天非赢不可，守住胜利，所以要靠大家的加油声。那现在呢，把你的应援场景举起来。OK， 你们都知道怎么做，就是甩毛巾。OK， 甩毛巾，口号还记得吧？闪电狂轰。啊，中信特攻，大声一点！闪电狂轰！
中信特攻！
闪电狂轰！
中信特攻！
很好。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, wherever you are, however you're streaming, welcome to T1 Universe. We are live at Xinzhuang Stadium for Game 3 of Series A. It's Taichung Suns and CTBC DEA. We could have ourselves a clincher, or Suns could live another day if they manage to win.
Saying it's going to be an uphill battle is an understatement for the Suns here. They have not had a lead at any point during this series so far. Let's see what if they're able to do what no one's been able to do, which is pick up a win here in DEA Stadium.
We see the playoffs so far. 2 wins, Ghost Hawks and Kaohsiung Aquas. Exciting game on Friday as opposed to DEA and Suns in this series right now. They have taken 2, so Suns must win tonight. Otherwise, DEA with a clean sweep off to the championships here. As you see on the screen are our Chinese broadcasters, Zhang Zhenling and legendary Songshan head coach Huang Wanlong. And for the English viewers, it's TC and Scotty D on today's broadcast, as always.
Playoff Game 4. Looking at the Suns, their primary scorer, Ray Rice, gets 30 a game, but has been solidly shut down by the local Abbasi for the DEA, who's kept them to 21 and 13 respectively in the past 2 games. I think the key for the Suns moving forward is going to be exploiting the mismatch with Moultrie in the post, because the bigs are a little bit lacking. Mind you, they got the 7-footer Kaspars Bergines in there today. Should be an interesting battle. Hopefully the Suns can make this one a basketball game.
We see those playoff stats on the screen right now. Suns against DEA. Assists, you can see there's a big difference between the two. 36 for the DEA, 18 for Suns. I think Suns are kind of getting a little bit too worn out after playing 2 games of the play-in series against the Taiwan Hero Bears. And the previous game, Coach Gavina during the press conference mentioned that, you know, the margin of error against DEA is very small. They got so much experience. They got their Eastern Bloc players, and his own players are not really enjoying the moment. You can see on the stats, they've only made 2 of their 29 3-point shots, and he was saying Lou Allen, their number 1, they went 0 for 4 for 3 points base, 0 for 7, Coco 0 for 2, so they're just getting worn out throughout this playoffs, and you know, this particular group of players lack that experience. In this particular series. Last season, they managed to get through to the championship, but it's a clean house and a completely new set of players and new coach, obviously. And you see 4 games in the last 10 days. So like I said, Suns are having an energy problem. You can see on the screen the percentages, 3-point percentage, like I said, going from 35 all the way down to 6% as they went 2 for 29, 2-point percentage, also a big difference on the screen. As you see, it's Chris Gavina, prior experience in the PBA, Filipino from New Jersey.
The DEA, looking at the scoring breakdown for these guys, the Suns only have 4 guys in double digits, as the DEA really spread it out. They have 7 guys that score in double figures. Nick King, 26, Abbasi, 20. Now, we're not getting Edgar Zalonis' 18 points today. They're going to give him a break, which I think is wise, because there's a lot of finals coming up against either the Ghost Hawks or the Aquas. We'll find out tomorrow. And then the Sun side, they pretty much rely on Ray Rice and Moultrie, 30 and 20. That's 50 points coming from their imports. And then Ding and Sonny Liu. Win, but it wasn't too bad, not as bad as the first game.
The first game, it was a point difference of 48 points, so they managed to close it in a little bit in the previous game. Benson coming in with the previous game, getting 10 rebounds. So during the press conference, Christian Krajina mentioned that, you know, even though they won the game, there's still a lot of adjustments, small adjustments that they need to make in order to get the sweep in today's game, including keeping the offensive rebounds low for the Suns today. We see on the screen right now, Coach of the Year just got selected today is none other than Coach Li Yihua. Won twice in his career so far, back in 2005, coaching for the.
我觉得因为我这系列赛就确实状况没有很好，因为其实大家都会针对防守，还有又是队上的一个主力的分手，所以但除了莱斯，再就是本土，再就是我，所以我觉得其实我觉得需要帮助是可能其他的本土也要跳出来这样子，对啊，然后教练也是一直鼓励我说，就是状态不好的时候，就一样就是勇敢的去攻击篮筐，对啊，然后保持好自己心态，对啊。我觉得就是10天内这样打那么多场嘛，我觉得其实不是什么借口嘛。啊，既然就是要比赛，当然是要全力以赴，对吧？然后就是我觉得今天目标啊，赢了就还有嘛，输了就最后一场。我觉得也不要想太多，就每个人就是上一场就保持竞争性，然后就是一样就把自己的心态调整到最好，然后就是全力去打完这场比赛这样子，对啊。
That was Sonny Liu on the pregame, talking about how they need to adjust in today's game, putting a lot less pressure and just getting back to fundamentals. Unfortunately, the three-point champion this season from the All-Star game, like I mentioned before, he went 0 for 4 in the last game. So hopefully the local players can step it up in terms.
我觉得绝对是不会的，因为其实我们就是为了冠军，然后才会这么积极的去做一些准备嘛。那如果能提早进冠军赛，对我们来说绝对是好事，因为可以更多的时间去准备冠军赛的东西。那也希望可以把就是我们原本球队的球风跟原本设定的目标去把它展现出来，然后照着我们这一季一直想要去打造的一个风格去走。我觉得这样对我们来说是比较重要的。
That was Xie Yaxuan before the game.
Eric, he put up 10 threes and still has the record, I believe, for the T1 League for most three-pointers in a game.
That is correct. He is going to be in the starting 5 in today's game.
Look for him to look for his shot early. Abbasi likes to come out of the gates shooting threes as well. I just hope for Chris Cavina's sake he's got his troops ready to put on a performance here that doesn't end in a loss by more than 40. We take a look at the Suns here. Besa, he likes to run the point for the Suns. Very good at distributing the ball. Not really relied on heavily for scoring. That's more the Ray Rice department. We're going to take a look at the starting 5s here, I believe.
Yeah, we'll be looking at the starting 5 soon. Hopefully the DEA is going to see another, hope to continue with that winning streak. When they are
17 in a row, right, in this building?
18th, it's going to be, it is their 18th. They're going to shoot for 19 as we see the starting lineup for the Taichung Suns. We got Ding Shenru, Ding Ding, and Sunny Liu, as well as our imports for the DEA side. We got Lin Weihan, we got Xie Yaxuan, Al-Bashir, KK, and KB, or Kaspar's Bear Jeans, but we're gonna go by KB because that's quite a mouthful for us Americans slash Canadians.
I'm having a hard time saying his name. Big KB, the 7-footer from Latvia.
And here on the screen are our referees for today, including one from the Philippines, Glenn Cornelio. There's a spelling error on the screen. Apologies on T1's behalf.
Apologies to Glenn, who made the long distance out here. We can't even spell his name right. There's a look at Chris. There's a look at Chris Krajina, working the refs already.
Krajina coming from Croatia, first time here playing in Asia.
Very consistent.
As well as KB, Latvian national player, 37 years old. First time here in Asia also.
We take a look at number 16, Lin Weihan. He got Defensive Player of the Year this year in T1 League. He's a lockdown defender in the half court. There's Thunder holding the ball. Is Thunder going to do the ceremonial tip for us today?
It is special guest coming up right now.
Who's this guy? Is this the head of the Drug Enforcement Agency?
Yes. You actually nailed it.
Nice. Good guess.
There you go.
See his toss here. Oh, nice toss by the Drug Enforcement Agency head.
You mentioned Lin Weihan winning Defensive Player of the Year. He also is this season's assist and steals leader. Got a lot of accolades for the DEA this year, State of the Year, Coach of the Year, GM, Most Popular Player, thanks to Al-Bashir on the screen right now, number 0.
Al-Bashir, former Rookie of the Year last year in the T1 League.
That's right.
Almost identical numbers, 20 points a game last year, 20 points a game this year. Percentages just slightly down, but taking a lot more attempts.
We start off in today's game, Moultrie and Rivante Rice in the starting lineup as we are about to kick off Game 3 of the series.
Mike Feeble had stated on a radio show when he went back to the States saying that Abbasi gave him the most offensive trouble when he were playing on offense. Really shut him down, so you watch Abbasi picking up Ray Rice here in the full court.
KB, first time in the playoffs. Al-Bashir from the top goes for 3, just a little bit short. Ding gets the ball back to Suns possession. And here we go, we start off final game, nail in the coffin for for the Suns potentially. Ding to Moultrie. Moultrie up against the Latvian. Allen to Rice. Rice with 6 seconds left on the clock. KB gets the ball back. And KB goes for 3 points himself.
Rebound out to Rice, foul by Abbasi. I think the Suns need to exploit the Moultrie on KB matchup here on offense. Possibly get him in foul trouble. That'll open up things for Rice on the perimeter if they can get an inside-out game going.
We start off once again. Rivante Rice is gonna get a lot of pressure. Double teamed by KB and Bashir. Moultrie with the ball, almost fumbles the ball, but for a mid-range shot, no good there. Couldn't connect.
A little early for another one, bites the dust by the DEA.
KB for 3, and it's good.
Bergines doesn't take too many of those three-point shots, but the selection, his choices are always nice.
KB, a late signing for the DEA, didn't come in until February of this season. As Allen goes in for a mid-range shot, nothing but net. That's 2 points for the Suns. Hopefully the Suns will start off early with scoring in today's game. Last game, it was quite a blitz by the DEA, 37 points in the first quarter as opposed to the Suns 14, as KB gets a foul.
I'm looking for one of the Suns' local players to step up today. Thinking Sonny Liu, possibly Ding, maybe it could be Allen today. They're gonna need an X factor.
Moultrie, first time at the free throw line. First one is a go, folks, for all things T1. Make sure to follow T1League.basketball on Instagram. That is also their website. So if you want to tune in while you're out and about and watch the stats go, make sure to bookmark that.
Moultrie goes 2 for 2 from the line. And
Eric hands off the ball to Wei Han. Wei Han finds KK. It goes in for a mid-range shot. A little bit too much on the right. KK goes in for a rebound.
DJ goes in from another one, bites the dust. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. He's gonna have to make up his mind, the DJ, I believe.
Are you like a human Shazam, Scott?
Well, these ones are pretty Shazamable in my head, I guess.
Well, you know what? For those who have just tuned in for the first time, Scott, you're actually a DJ on the side, right?
I do like music, that's correct.
There you go. We start off with the baseline. Eric to KK against Moultrie, one-on-one. Goes in for a quick shot there. Ding to Allen. And in the paint, Moultrie almost loses the ball, regains the ball back to Allen. Allen spins around.
Tough fadeaway from Allen. Good defense by the DEA.
Wei Han to KK. Eric directing traffic out in the perimeter. No look pass out to KB once again from the right, and another 3 points.
Latvian center is 2 for 3 from downtown today.
Back-to-back scoring by him.
He's got all the DEA points so far.
Giving Edgaris Jalonis a nice break today. Moultrie goes in for a mid-range shot. 6-6 is the score right now.
This is the first time the series has been tied at not 0-0.
Crazy stuff. But listen, crazier things have happened. Eric bounces the ball off of KK as Ding gets the ball. Defensive Player of the Year on Ding Ding. Passes it to Moultrie. Moultrie for 3.
If Moultrie gets going here, can make it a game. If they can get some help, Ray Rice needs some help today.
Moultrie, like Scott mentioned earlier, scored 20 points in the previous game, played 36 minutes total. Wei Han to Eric. Back and forth passing here. Finds KB, but Rivante Rice gets the ball. KB commits a foul.
That foul there stopped Ray Rice from getting a fast break. Wise foul by KB. Take a look at that steal. You look at Bergines.
We may see Bergines play for the national Latvia team this summer. They will be playing in the FIBA World Championships in Tokyo or Philippines. The pool schedule is out right now. As Sunny Liu tries to go in for three at the baseline, Wei Han to Bashir. Bashir bounce passes to Eric, and all the time in the world gets three for himself.
Can't give the T1 league leader in threes in a game a wide open look like that.
Look, if you're not guarding these DEA players, they're gonna get their shots in.
Standstill threes in professional basketball have to be automatic for these wing players.
Got some subs in. Nick King as well as Zhengwen Ding or Ah Ding coming in. As well as KB getting a good rest. Nick King also a late signing with the DEA. Came in hot first game, debuted in February against the Suns, scored 41 points. Ding goes in for three. Wei Han to Ah Ding just coming into the game. Up against Allen. Now being double teamed, finds KK and gets it in. Ding to Rice. Now double teamed by KK and King. Bounce passes to Moultrie. 6 seconds left on the clock. Fumbles the ball.
Foul on Moultrie trying to get the ball back. He's felt like he was fouled by Ah Ding.
Take a look at the replay right here. I could have sworn.
Tries to clear out, and then Ah Ding with a little bit of theatrics to get that call.
Again, you know, no one's gonna call out the flopping in this league. That's gonna be unsportsmanlike foul on Moultrie.
He's better be careful. 2 of those and you're in the change room.
As that has happened multiple times in the Ghost Hawks Aqua series.
Aqua's lost their best player in game 3 early.
As we go into a quick timeout right now. Quick powwow by the Coach of the Year as Zhengwen Ding goes to the free throw line. 37-year-old playing for the Plus League Fubon Braves, helped to get them win 2 championships in a row.
A staple on the Taiwanese national team as well for many years.
We don't say old, we just say
veteran.
Veteran and very, very experienced.
Experience, that's right.
12-9 is the score right now. Wei Han to Ding. Ding passes back to Wei Han, and Eric once again for 3. Nothing but net. 2 for 2 for 3 points. Is Xie Yashuan from Taoren native. Rice double teamed once again by KK and Nick King. Ding passes to Allen, and Allen for a fadeaway shot. 2 points there.
Ray Rice is going to see that double team come early and often. He's got to find that open man on the floor on offense.
Wei Han passes it to Eric. Eric for 3 in a row maybe, but Ding comes back in, rebounds. But that's going to roll out of the hoop. Ding, quick pass to Sunny Liu and lays it in. That's going to be a dime for Ding. Ah Ding conducting a little bit of traffic, finds KK. KK to Nick King. Nick King from the free throw line, no good. Ding gets the ball back.
No one guarding him.
Bring in for a mid-range shot once again, scores tied 15-all.
Possibly a defensive miscommunication by the DEA as Ding came in unguarded and continued to be unguarded until he shot the ball.
See Bashir on the sidelines ready to come back in. Wei Han for 3. That rattles out as Sunny Liu gets the ball back.
Let's see if the Suns can take their first lead in the series on this possession.
Got all three local players on the Suns, previously playing for the championship team last season. Taichung Suns played against the Kaohsiung Aquas, and Moultrie comes in for a nice layup, nearly knocking over the cameraman there.
And Suns see their first lead of this series at 2 points.
King finds KK. Moultrie going in too fast. Outsmarted by KK in that instance. Can't be celebrating too much, as DEA will go in quick back to offense with their fast breaks. Moultrie to Rice. And Rice for three, just short.
Calling a legal screen on Chris Kajina. Wasn't set.
Got a TV timeout right now. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Scores tied right now, 17-all.
Suns have come out playing some defense, hitting some shots. Let's see if they can keep it up.
PS 一起，跟着音乐一起摇摆，把长巾摇摆甩起来，太阳射下来 ，OK， 呀！哦，这里整片的，clap clap 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 clap， 哇，跟我们 PS 一起，来找到你们了。哦，太壮观了 ！What's up, yo? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Love you. 哦，找到嘉豪这边的，来，再来，摇起来，摇起来，摇起来，摇起来。
Welcome back to another T1 broadcast playoffs edition. This is game 3. Taichung Suns are at CTBC, home of the Flash. You see all these giveaway towels. They're throwing it up there. This is Stadium of the Year for the league.
No shortage of giveaways at Shinzwan Stadium. I've picked up 2 towels now.
So we start off once again. Lingbing Sun and Al Bashir coming into the game. Sunny Liu double team, passes it to Allen. Allen for another mid-range. King tries to go in for that rebound, but Rice coming in, drops a bucket. On the court right now we have for DEA, we got Bing Sun, Nick King, KK, Ading, and Bashir. As Ading gets a handle of the ball, turns around for a shot. Ball gets fumbled a little bit, but Suns are going to take the ball back with Ading leading. Suns are slowly coming back into offense. Moultrie with the ball, hands it off to Rice. Ding. Finds Allen, and Allen to Moultrie. Moultrie gets a rebound, tries to help himself for another 2 points. Giving Cornelio an ice cold stare as he goes back into defense.
Offensive foul called on the DEA.
KK coming off of the court. Eric coming right back in. Ding finds Allen.
Allen's found himself in open spots on the floor. With so much focus on Ray Rice and Moultrie, these local guys have to find open spots.
finally getting in, shots in as well. Ding, outlook pass out to Sweet Sunny Liu, then to Revante Rice. Revante for 2, couldn't execute. And a fast break, Bashir to Nelson. Nelson to Nick King, and count it, baby.
DEA ran out with numbers there, took advantage of the Suns not being able to get back on defense in time.
See, quick movement, Bashir to Nelson, then to King.
Here's a look at Nick King, 26 points per game for the DEA. Moultrie getting a quick breather here as we take our first look at Keith Benson.
Keith Benson previously playing for the Palesli Kaohsiung Steelers. The Steelers are in town to play against Fubon Braves later tonight. King gets his 3 points in. Coco.
Get our first look at Coco.
Coming in for Allen. Besa is also coming into the game. Besa playing UBA for 3 years is considered somewhat of a local player, so he does not have any limitations on minutes. Liu up against Nelson. Bounce passes to Besa, but passes it to his leg. Ating gets the ball back. And Eric to Nick King. King spins in, tries to go in for a layup. That's not going to count.
Nick King saw 3 Suns defenders, no numbers, and said, I'm going to spin move, try to score this myself. Let's take a look. Foul on Sonny Liu there, grabbing his jersey.
Bashir back to Nelson. Nelson for 3, way too off. That's gonna bounce off of the rail. Besa around the basket.
Kickball.
Throws it to Eric. Eric's legs, now it's Suns possession still. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Rice for 3, and all speed ahead. Ice in my veins
yeah,
is Revante Rice.
Celebration too much.
You see it way too many times.
Too much.
He does do it pretty often as Nick King goes in for a mid-range shot from the left.
But Michael Qualls of the Hero Bears, that's his Instagram. I think he owns Ice in my veins.
I didn't know that was something that you could own, but I mean, listen, if that's your handle, then I guess that it does count. Nelson tries to go in for a rebound.
Benson's gonna get 2 at the free throw line here.
See a replay of that just now. Oh, you see him slapping the ball out of Benson's arm, out of his hand. Nelson had quite a few accolades last season. So, you know, we had Ling Wei Han winning, taking Defensive Player of the Year, steals leader, assist leader. So Bing Sun actually got all of those titles last season, as well as he was also in the all-defensive first team.
As Benson makes the first one. Former Bulgarian League champion in 2021. Benson played alongside Nick Young, coached by Gilbert Arenas in the Ice Cube Big 3 League.
26-20 is the score. As the stadium plays Madonna, KB for 2.
All these European guys can shoot the ball very well.
Again, DEA going for Euro basketball this season.
It's working.
Signing mostly Eastern European players as Moultrie or Benson goes in for 2.
Somehow got that one up around the back of KB, the 7-footer.
KB for three once again, another one!
He is feeling it today. KB didn't play the first 3 games of the series, but here he is. First 2 games he didn't play. Welcome back to the court, KB.
Yes, sir. Doesn't even look like makes much of an effort. 18 seconds on the clock. Rice is waiting for the right opportunity. Passes it to Ding. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Besa, and that's a shot clock violation for the Suns. Four seconds left. It's DEA's ball.
Don't look now, but the Suns might win a quarter of this series.
Oh my! Starting off strong. Yeah, got to start with that from deep as Nelson.
Tried his best to even it up there.
Great
Suns
attempt.
are going to hold on to a 3-point lead going into the second quarter.
Score
Chris Cavina
is
has his guys ready to play.
28-25.
特工一起来摇摆我们的应援长巾。来跟着我们中信特工的年度歌曲《闪电特工》一起摇摆，会唱的一起唱。看到我们巴西跟亚轩来搭肩。 Brother， 像我们中信特工球员一样，我们要展现我们的团结，一致炮口向外，把今天的太阳射下来。看到我们 Passion Sister 一样，可以。我们需要大家的力量，一起把这场胜利拿下来。 来找到你们了，可以搭肩，也可以一起摇摆。是哟，就是你们来摇起来，跟着节奏 ，Go， Go。来会唱的也可以一起唱啊、新人们。 6月结婚了，恭喜！来，你们可不可以搭肩一下？亲一个好了啦，亲一个！耶！沾喜气！太棒了！有点焦灼啊，我们要再用力，再把气势做出来，好不好？我需要大家的声音。
那今天的防守跟上一场来讲也是一样的，如钢铁般的防守。我想虽然我们赢了第2场球赛，但是我们还是不会松懈，我们还积极准备第3场，希望在3场之后能够赢下这个比赛，让自己的球员在冠军赛之前也多一点休息的时间。
That was Coach Li Yihua, Coach of the Year for T1 this season, talking about how they have an ironclad defensive system and hopefully they can execute it in today's game to sweep this series. We start off again in the second quarter. And starting off right is Rice for 2. Eric for 3. That rattles out. Ding gets the ball back into Suns possession. Wei Han commits a foul. Start off once again, Suns possession of the ball. Got Rivante Rice up against Bashir. Spins around, makes it for another attempt for a mid-range shot. Wei Han to King. King for a jump shot, rattles out. Benson gets the ball back to Ding.
Quick entry pass to Coco from the top of the key, mishandles it.
Wei Han bats it back to Eric. King now with the ball. KB out to Bashir, double team by Ding and Besa. King no look pass to Eric. Eric to Wei Han, 7 seconds left. And Bashir for 3, just off. Instead of KK on the court right now, we have KB and King. Besa 4-3 on the left, swishes it in for 3.
High arcing shot from Besa. That bumps the lead out to 8 points for the Suns.
Making less 3-point shots so far, but they're getting it in 50% as Bashir for 3. A little bit too deep, Ding to Rice. And Rice from deep for 3. As DEA once again with the ball, Nick King to Bashir. And Nick King for a putback.
Nobody puts a body on Nick King, able to cut straight to the hoop and get that putback on the offensive rebound. Suns have done a good job on defense so far, but they're gonna have to box out their shooters.
Ding from the top for 3. Wei Han double team Besa and Benson.
Turns it over.
Coco gives it quick passes to Besa. Besa lays it in too quick for Eric and 1 for the Mongolian. Needs a quick rest on the floor.
Fixes knee pads. He hits the ground a lot, Besa. Works hard out there.
Moultrie and Nelson of the DEA coming in.
Good touch pass from Ray Rice to Besa, leading the fast break. See if Besa could complete the 3-point play.
First foul for Eric today. It's 1 for the Suns. 6 points for Besa. Wei Han gets a travel call.
2 turnovers in a row from a guy that doesn't normally turn the ball over that much, Wei Han.
Suns once again. Ding against Nelson. Nelson bats the ball out. But Suns gets the ball back and begs it for a dunk. Ball nearly gets stripped by Nelson, but good recovery. Wei Han for 3. KB gets the ball back. Benson commits a foul right after the dunk.
Bergin's very active on offense today, leading all scorers with 11.
KB will get 2 at the line.
Some stats on Bergin's. He played the under-20 Latvian national team many years ago, and he actually was equal to points with Mark Gasol, former Raptor champion. That tournament also featured Bellinelli, Marco Bellinelli, who probably has a pizza shop now in San Antonio.
The more you know. Some import factoids as we see on the screen. The Passion sisters.
Passion Memes.
Cheer group for the DEA as well as the CTBC brothers, the baseball side.
So they go back and forth between baseball and basketball?
Oh yeah, these girls work double time.
Good for them.
Yeah, they work, you think basketball is hard, these girls work even harder. As Wei Han lays it in, Sun's not paying attention to Defensive Player of the Year.
No one stops the ball there.
Moultrie up against King. Finds Benson. Benson going into the paint, hesitates, passes out to Coco. And Besa from the top, too short. Wei Han brings the ball back to Eric. Eric finds Nelson, fumbles the ball a little bit. Back out to Wei Han. And King driving into the paint.
Gets fouled.
Another foul on Benson, second one today.
Take a look here. Benson forcing him left, which is what you want to do. Gonna have to earn it at the free throw line.
King's parents were in town.
He put on a hell of a show for his parents that were sitting in the front row in game one.
First time seeing him play overseas, let alone in Asia.
Nice to see family in the front row.
Two for two. Timeout called by Coach Gavina. Score is 38-31 right now. Suns still with that lead in the second quarter.
Sisters! 来，一起挥舞，一起甩。我们谢谢 Passion Sisters。一样哦，我们现在暂时落后，需要大家的声音。OK， 给我们的球员力量。
Welcome back to another T1 League Broadcast Playoffs edition. This is the Taichung Suns and CTBC DEA Game 3. Do or die for the Suns. Could be a clincher for the DEA today. And potential 19th home game win in a row. TC and Scotty D on the broadcast. We start off again. Coco to Besa. Nelson on Besa. Besa finds Moultrie. Moultrie for three. Suns possession still. That's another one for KB.
Foul on the rebound, a little too aggressive. Push on the rebound. Need to get a replay of it. Got the forearm on its chest. Referee's discretion that one. I don't see much of a foul there.
It's the third one for Bergines today.
Filling up the stat sheet. Fouls and points.
KK coming back into the game. Besa to Coco. Coco swishes it in for three.
Suns locals have responded today so far in game 4.
I heard Gavina in the press conference and they took it too hard. KK coming in for an attempt, but King bats it around for a putback. Helps himself for two there. Ding absent for half of the season due to military service. Playing all the games in the playoffs as Benson turns around for two.
Referee calls a foul here. Not sure if it's on the shot or on the floor. Let's see if they reward him with free throws. Like it was Besa on the arm on the drive, and possibly Benson after the fact.
Got a handful of subs coming in. Rice, Allen, and Sonny Liu coming in.
We return to the starting 5 for the Suns as they're holding on to a slim lead here.
Wayhan all the way out to Nelson. Nelson for three.
Quick release from Nelson.
Suns ball. This quarter.
DEA a bit flat.
A little bit flat, 0 for 5, 3-point shots, as opposed to Suns, 2 for 7. Bashir back in the game. Moultrie to Rice, double team, KK and Bashir, but Moultrie helps himself for a dunk.
Good follow from Moultrie, identifying the double team, finding the open spot, putting it back.
Wayhan to Bashir. For 2. It's his first field goal today.
Pretty quiet so far for Abassi.
Moultrie, back to back.
That's the matchup they need to exploit today. Moultrie on anyone on the DEA guarding him. He's too big.
Bashir to Kang. Back to Bashir once again. Nelson double teamed by the Suns. Lots of pressure.
Foul called. Referee bails him out with a foul. Nowhere to go there. The guy probably could have got away trapping him. Maybe would have got a jump ball. A little too aggressive. As Ding hits his head on the stanchion there.
This is the second time Suns and DEA are going against each other in the playoffs. Last season, they had a shortened playoffs, best out of 3. Suns took it to play against the Kaohsiung Aquas. So they're coming in with a vengeance in this particular series. Wei had 5 seconds left. Amongst the chaos in the paint, gets 2.
Moultrie.
Suns still with the lead in the second quarter. Finds Moultrie once again.
Take him to the hole.
Just off this time, Bashir with the ball. Stumbles a little bit, that's a foul on Ding.
Ding bumped him in the backcourt there, says sorry. Yep, riding his hip a bit too aggressively. Says, yep, my bad. As the Suns are over the limit, that's going to be foul shots from here on out.
Bashir at the charity stripe right now. First one in, Ding, a Songshan High School alumni. As we mentioned before, our color commentary guest today is Huang Wanlong. Got multiple players in T1.
His former players.
Former players, that's correct. Rice loses the ball.
Must be nice to be a coach, see your former players playing professional where you grew up.
Yeah, absolutely. In the last game, I heard that he was patting himself on the back multiple times, talking about a couple of his players in the playoffs. Pretty funny stuff.
Good to have some pride as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of his players include Oscar Gao winning Rookie of the Year for the Plus League Hsinchu Lineers a couple seasons back. And Rice for 3, no good. Another player to call out is Kevin Hu of the Kaohsiung Aquas. Played for Huang Wanlong. Wei Han for 3, swishes in 3 points. 45-41 is the score. Timeout is called.
Kavina wants to talk this over. DEA looks like they're waking up a bit here.
DEA slowly. We are live at Xinzhuang Stadium for Game 3 of playoffs between Taichung Suns and DEA. See our Passion Sisters on the screen and the fans within the stadium.
Fans turned up today. Good playoff turnout, I think, today.
I'm wondering if the DEA clinches it, if we're going to see those streamers once again.
Oh my. I can't imagine. When they locked up the first seed, the roof almost fell off.
Right. Well, I'm looking, you know, we're sitting at the second level. I don't really see the streamers or people holding on to the streamers. Maybe they'll be handed off.
They come from the ceilings. Remember? They came from the ceilings.
Did they?
Last time.
I thought the fans threw them out.
No, they came from the ceilings.
Oh, okay,
We'll
gotcha.
have to wait and see.
All right. Well, I'm not paying attention. We start off again. 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Suns coming in hot in this game. They've taken the lead so far, but DEA closing in the gap as Rice for 3.
Ray Rice, top of the key, ice in his veins once again.
Plenty of game left. DEA just pacing it out. Nelson answers back. And Al-Bashir tries to help himself, but KK with 2 right behind him. Allen hands the ball off to Ray Rice. Ray Rice to Dang for 3. Right hand to KK. Back out to the perimeter is King. To Nelson. Nelson from deep, but couldn't connect as the ball bats out to Moultrie. Moultrie, outlook pass, finds Sonny Liu. Sonny Liu for 3.
Three-point champ couldn't connect on that 3. Nelson also struggling from downtown so far today.
King, no one calling for that travel.
I think it might have been 2 steps, just 2 long steps. Protected the ball well.
Gets 2 in, 3-point difference right now. Moultrie at the top, loses the ball. Solid defense by Nelson. Ding gets the ball back in. 5 seconds left. Tries to find Moultrie. Kicking violation. And 3 seconds?
Shot clock will reset to 14 seconds with the kicking violation.
Thank you for the translation.
Right idea. Got 2 defenders to commit. Tried to find Moultrie in the post. That's what's going to work today. Moultrie in the post. See what the Suns run of this out-of-bounds play. Guessing they're probably going to get a look for Rice on the baseline. Possibly a direct entry pass to Moultrie.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Passes it to Allen. Allen up against Bashir.
Nowhere
Gets
to go.
stuck. Double team by Nelson and Bashir. And just like that, Nelson steals. Comes in for a layup. That's that ironclad defense that Coach Lee was talking about. Moultrie for 2 this time, off the rails. Weihan with the ball back to DEA's possession.
DEA with a chance to reclaim the lead on this 3.
There you go. For 3 is Ling Weihan.
We got so many scorers in double figures. Someone's about to wake up. Someone's bound to wake up to the DEA. We got Ray Rice here, probably going to call his own number.
Got the crowd going in. Ray Rice for 3 himself.
You can tell when Ray Rice gets into that shimmy shake that it's his time now.
Couldn't drop in the 3 this time. One-hand pass to KK. Nick King tries to get the ball back, but Allen bounce passes to...
Good pass.
An alley-oop for Moultrie.
Good fast break by the Suns there, getting back before the DEA had a chance to set up on defense.
It may be worn out, but this, like we mentioned before, this is the game that they have to win. Do or die situation.
Coach Gavina has to be happy with his players so far.
It's definitely an uphill battle for the Suns in this playoff series. 4 games in 10 days. It is a pretty exhausting road for the championships for the Suns.
Suns fighting not to get swept here today in New Taipei City.
KK at the free throw line. Score tied right now, 50-all.
Doing the first one is the Croatian. Played his NCAA career for Mount St. Mary's. Shout out to the Mountaineers. Started his pro career in 2015 playing around the Croatian League, Latvia, Romania, Swiss, Belgium, Poland. The Royal Sampler.
2 for 2. Full court press ding against Lin Weihan. Moultrie slips off, but gets the ball back. Assesses the situation, goes into the lane.
Moultrie playing well today. Taking advantage of that matchup I like. Moultrie versus anybody that's trying to guard him on the DEA.
2 shots for Moultrie. Foul for KK. Second one so far. Still see KB on the bench. Good to see Coach Lee bring back his players.
Taking a look at Moultrie's drive again. Just a common foul by Brzezinski. Moultrie with a chance to tie it at the foul line here right before halftime. Here's a look at our NBA 27th overall pick in 2012 by the Miami Heat. Played for 2 NCAA teams, the UTEP Miners, who also John Bohannon played for, and also Mississippi State Bulldogs. There's the Whirlies. See if they phase Moultrie here.
These are bigger whirly gigs too, so like we'll see, but there you go, second one worked.
They take my concentration away from the shot, that's for sure.
It wasn't the Passion Sisters?
No, those things just draw me in.
Yeah, certainly does. Way ahead. Finds Nelson. Nelson cuts through, but out to Bashir. And 4-2, tried to get his own rebound. King coming back in. Lots of contact.
King getting his own miss, offensive rebound, working hard down low. Suns are going to have to box out the shooters here. Fighting hard in the post.
CDA, 18 rebounds, 9 for the Suns in this particular quarter. (55-51), 36 seconds. Besa handles the ball. Out to Sonny Liu, and once again to Moultrie. Leading scorers so far. Rice up against Al-Bashir. Gonna stay on him, spins around for 2 just before the buzzer beater.
Tough step back from Ray Rice. All of his shots have a high degree of difficulty.
The shot as the clock goes down. King to KK. Couldn't get it in.
As Ray Rice tries to put up a final shot against KK's back. Got Moultrie leading all scores with 16 points, 6 rebounds already. Nick King, 12 and 8. Pretty tight game so far.
It's a strong start, like I said, for the Suns.
Unexpected. I was thinking the Suns would be in a deeper hole by now.
Listen, we just want a good game, and so far, so good. 55-53 is the score. Looks like the referees are reevaluating what just happened.
Just trying to see if you can translate that for us.
It's going to be a tech on. It's gonna be a tech on Ray Rice.
Probably upset at that last call there. They didn't call him. He did bump into Chris Regina trying to throw up a shot from 70 feet away.
Let's take a look at it again.
Possibly 90 feet away. he feels like he was fouled there, or maybe it was the way he fired the ball at the referee.
Oh yes, that is. You're correct.
Referee doesn't like bounce passes. Chest passes only, I guess. That's a referee's discretion one. I think he was slightly frustrated, possibly fired the ball a little too hard. Don't think it warranted a technical foul.
Glenn Cornelio, FIBA certified referee from the Philippines.
Doesn't like bounce passes.
Nope. The players have exited off the court right now.
Suns being out rebounded by 9.
谢谢我们的地表最强吉祥物 Thunder。好了，现在中场休息，我们中信特攻暂时领先2分，大家稍作休息一下，在12分钟左右回到位置上，进行我们精彩的下半场。小小的休息一下，待会儿把你们的声音、双手还有双脚全部都借给我们中信特攻。手下这一场，我们要去冠军赛啦！等会见儿 ，See you later。
Welcome back. We are in the middle of halftime. See our Chinese broadcasters, including guest Huang Wanlong, in today's game. Score 55-53. Tie race between the Taichung Suns and the DEA. Must win for the Suns. It's been an uphill battle. They've been cranking it out since the play-ins against the Taiwan Beer Hero Bears.
Good performance from Moultrie in the first half. He's going to be relied on to get those rebounds and pound the ball against the big guys for the DEA, who I think are lacking a bit. The European guys give up a bit of size to Moultrie. Very efficient game from Moultrie last game, too. 8 for 11 from the floor, starting off very efficient from the floor again.
Our local players from the Suns side finally contributing in today's game. Before this game, during the post-game press conference, Gavino was just saying that, you know, local players just need to step it up, and they got into their heads in the previous game, and we see it here today.
Rice 3 for 9 from the floor, Moultrie 5 for 10. For them to only be down by 2 points at halftime, I think is a successful half for the Suns. Take a look at some of the ice in my veins celebrations here from Rice.
Totally not outdone. You see once again KB, the leader in scoring for the DEA, giving import of March Edgaris Jalonis a break in today's matchup.
It's the only difference in today's game, roster-wise, is no Edgar Zalonis, and in comes Virgins.
Defensive Player of the Year, assist and steals leader, as well as last season's steals, assists, and Defensive Player of the Year, Nelson Limping said.
He out-assisted Jason Rickman last year, or is he local most assist?
This is going to be just for the local players.
Okay.
As we see graphics bring the trophy home, really going into the video game, Game Boy kind of aesthetics.
PlayStation, I think they're trying to go for there. Maybe.
PlayStation, you think so? It looks like Game Boy. Well, listen, I don't know my video games.
Some sort of video game of bringing the trophy home.
But like I mentioned before, this is a redo from last season. Taichung Suns going against the DEA for a play-in for championships. They got Stadium of the Year this season once again, actually. You see new merchandise. We got food and beverages in the stadium. Due to COVID last year, we couldn't have all those amenities, but thank you. Welcome back. We are still in the midst of halftime so far in the T1 League Playoff Edition. Taichung Suns against the CTBC DEA. We see the stats lineup in between the two, 53-55. DEA managed to squeak away with a small lead right now. You see the percentages of their field goals, 45%. As opposed to 40 for the DEA. You know, you see comparison side by side. It's about the same. Rebounds, DEA lead ahead with 30 as opposed to Suns 25. Assists, though, 15. The Suns have logged in, 7 for the DEA.
Pretty tight game. No big discrepancies in stats. Just 2 points separating the two. That's one technical foul and another free throw.
Suns took the first quarter scoring 28 points as opposed to DEA 25, but DEA coming back 30 and Suns 25. Moultrie leading scorer in today's game for the Suns, 16 points. On the DEA side, we got Nick King 13, KB 12, Wei Han 10, KK 8, and Xie Yashen with 6. See, once again, the top 3 performers for the DEA side. King, 13. Field goal percentage, 50% with 1 assist. KAB coming off the bench, first time in this series. 12 points coming in hot, 4 for 5 today. Ling Wei Han, Defensive Player of the Year, 10 points, making 4 of the 7, and 2 assists so far in this game. Plenty of game left, though. Still in the middle of halftime.
KB with 3 fouls in the first half. They're going to have to be wary of his fouls in the second.
Welcome back to T1 League Playoffs edition. Taking a look at the fans throughout Xinzhuang Stadium.
Probably very different tones in the locker room at halftime as we saw the Suns come out quite quickly from the locker room and the DEA taking an extended time in the locker room. I imagine the coach probably unhappy with how they came out in the first half.
You know, Coach Lee is a very smiley kind of coach, but he can, when you're not following instructions, I know that he can be pretty tough on the players. You see on the screen, won Coach of the Year. Like I mentioned earlier in the game, this is his second time in his career to win Coach of the Year. Won it back in 2005 for the SBL Yulong Dinos. Coach of the Year last season was Brandon Joyce of the Kaohsiung Aquas, currently fighting to get a spot for the championships. The next game is going to be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. DEA's first unit to set up the tone. We got our starting 5. See the playoff minutes versus regular, or playoff stats versus regular stats. You see Bashir is playing a little bit less, as well as all the starting 5 actually. And we see our players coming off of the bench for the DEA. Jonah Morrison on the screen had a particularly good game in last time's matchup on Thursday. Scored 6 points, making 2 of his 3 three-point shots.
Take a look at Nelson getting some arm punches here and some chest punches to get ready from Kanga.
Kanga won Mr. Popular last season. As we take a look at this replay, how Rayvonte Rice received a technical right before halftime.
For a bounce pass. Referee setting the tone. No funny business.
No, absolutely
not. You want to pass me the ball, you pass me the ball nicely.
We start off the third quarter with Eric at the free throw line.
Shooting the technical from before the halftime. Eric rocking the bring it home headband.
He's also rocking the K-pop perm hair look too.
Is that K-pop style?
Well, I mean, you know, it's like it's a middle part. You look like you got a perm. I don't know whether it's natural or not.
Ooh, natural perm. That's an Asian oxymoron.
Whether it is naturally wavy or if it's a perm. We start off
very
third
quiet
quarter.
First half from Abasi with only 3 points.
Bashir for 2 to try to start off the quarter, does not make it through. Rayvonte Rice with the ball to Moultrie. Moultrie for 2. Eric not being able to stop him. That's an assist for Rice. 18 for Moultrie and Bashir for 3.
Doubles his point total in 1 shot.
Just gets it in, smooth like butter. And ding to Moultrie up against the Croatian. Hands it off to Rice. For a mid-range shot is Rice.
Rice got a bit of separation there from the screen from Moultrie, able to knock that one down.
Starting off by the imports of the Suns scoring. Bounce pass way ahead to Eric. To King, 9 seconds left. One hand hammer brings it down for 2.
Ray Rice came from the weak side there, decided not to challenge Nick King on that dunk. Business decision.
Rice up against Bashir and Allen. Gets stuck by Eric and KK. Goes in for a fadeaway shot, no good.
Got a DEA player hurt in the backcourt. Looks like Nick King holding onto his wrist, back.
Ooh, looks like he's wincing, but
still able to play as he's not headed towards the bench. No, that's going to kick. Bergines is going to give him a breather for whatever he's dealing with right now. Possibly got winded.
Take this time to for some rest. Let's see what it was.
Oh, maybe he got bumped in the midsection. Happened very quickly.
Yeah, still can't really tell. Probably just needs a couple of minutes as we start off once again DEA's ball. As Eric, no one guarding him, and just like that, that's a surefire way to get 3 points for the DEA. You don't guard them, they're gonna get those threes in.
Especially from that baseline they love so much.
Yes, sir. Moultrie with the ball out to Sonny Liu. Sonny for 3. Just off. Ball gets batted around between the DA players. Weihan settles them down as they go back to offense. Bashir going into the paint, nearly loses it within the key. Hands it off to Eric. KK now to Weihan.
Bergines in the baseline here.
Just like that.
Another 3 for the Latvian.
From the same spot at the baseline.
Latvian 7-footer showing us his range today. Very effective.
Coach Gavina calls for a timeout. 67-57. 10-point deficit right now. Suns got some work to do as
跑步的姿势，哎，要7个吗？来啊，还有，男生好害羞啊！跑步，拜拜，拜拜，该你。哎呦，哎呦，跟着我们3的一起跑步，波波跟云儿强稳啊！来来来！该你们全家人哦！
心甩甩甩，跟着音乐一起爱。来，可不可以跟我们伤者一个跑步的姿势？太棒了，太棒了！哎，弟弟，再用力，再用力，弟弟可不可以？再用力！
Welcome back. We are live at Xinzhuang Stadium, brought to you by 11 Sports. 67-57 is the score. We're already starting off strong, starting off quick. DEA getting getting Bashir, Eric, and Kaspar's 3 for 3 in terms of 3 points. So far, only Rice and Moultrie getting in shots in this quarter. That goes out of bounds, and it's DEA's possession.
Tough pass for Sonny Liu to handle from Moultrie in the post. Moultrie's got to square up and go hard against these European big guys.
Weihan to KK. Passes it out to Weihan once again. Ball slips.
Called a kick ball that'll reset the shot clock to 14.
Luckily, no twisted ankles.
And luckily, no foul as Ding sitting with 3 fouls already. Luckily, he didn't roll his ankle on the ball there.
Just a little bit of a slippage.
As they wipe Ding off the floor here.
Oof. Start off, Weihan to Bashir. Bashir tries to cut through the lane. Rice commits a foul.
Take a look here. Got him on both arms.
Bashir at the line.
Good on the first.
7 points for the
former Rookie of the Year.
There you go. Born in Japan, grew up in Taiwan. His family moved when he was 8 years old and lived in Taiwan ever since. Bashir gets the ball back to DEA, and Eric for 3. Just off, Rice gets the ball back.
Suns were lucky there, got to take care of the basketball.
They're gonna need all the luck they could get. Allen handing the ball off to Liu.
Nice pass.
Right back to Allen in the paint, but passes it out to Bashir. Bashir
Numbers.
Against Ray Rice, lays it in for 2.
Ray Rice found himself on the wrong side of a 3-on-1 there.
Getting to Rice once again. That's the ball out as Bashir manages to get the possession back, but
a little too aggressive on the hands. He picks up his second foul, Abasi.
Coco coming in for Allen, and King comes in for KK. Start off again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got Coach Lee assign Bashir to guard Rice. And that's another foul called on him.
Ray Rice handled the basketball a lot up the top of the key. Gets fouled again by Bashir. Picks up his 3rd foul. One thing to notice, Nick King has his right thumb on his right hand taped. Might be affecting his jump shot today.
Ding to Sonny Liu. Sonny for 3. Just off. King wincing, still kind of.
He's nursing a few injuries.
Yeah. Weihan for 3 himself. Bashir gets the ball back, spins around for a shot himself. King manages to bring it back to Bashir once again. still in DEA's possession. The ball keeps getting batted around, and Bashir finally for 2.
DEA just outworking the Suns on that offensive possession.
DEA pulling away with that lead. Suns with the ball back. After Weihan tries to steal the ball, Bashir gets the ball to DEA side before the ref calls a foul on Moultrie.
Moultrie frustrated. He's got to go up aggressively against KB, who's in the game with 3 fouls right now. Moultrie upset.
That's a T for Moultrie.
That's his second technical, or the first technical was on Ray Rice.
Yes.
That's right. Couple T's for the imports for the Suns.
Bashir coming out and Bing Sun in. As Eric once again at the line.
Bashir with 9 points in the quarter. Eric makes the technical free throw. Look at Moultrie getting a quick breather here. And Coach Jeff.
DEA's ball once again, Weihan. Hands it off to King. Double teamed by the Suns. Eric once again out to Bing Sun.
Gonna have to put it up.
3 seconds left to the shot clock, and Dink gets the ball back. Nelson and Rice trip up on each other.
Gonna call a foul on Nelson there. Impeded Ray Rice's ability to move down the court.
It's gonna be a U on Nelson.
Take a look, Ray Rice. Yeah. Tough call there on Nelson. As Ray Rice didn't see him, Nelson didn't see him. They both collided.
You can't say the referees haven't been unfair to either one in particular. Looks like they've been pretty on top of
There's another technical foul. They just
fouls.
decided not to line up for the free throw. So they decided not to line up for that free throw.
Suns ball to Ding. Bounce pass to Benson and the game. That's gonna roll out of the basket. King with the ball to Weihan. No look pass out to King. King in the paint for just off of the basket. And Weihan passes it out to Liu. And Liu to Ding. Ding drives into the lane. KB with the ball. Good defense by Eric. Nelson flops on the floor. That's a foul on Liu.
Liu found himself out of position on defense. Might have hip checked him with the bomb on the way around.
Second one today as we see this replay. Just as Nelson tries to pass it to his teammates.
A lot of flailing after contact with the 2-1 lead. I wouldn't say flopping, I want to say flailing.
Flailing is more appropriate. I would have to agree with you on that.
Arms flying in the air, shoulders flying backwards. Let's take another look at that flare.
The flail?
Slow motion doesn't look good for these flails. Flails, I can't tell anymore.
Ugly finders is what we call it in baseball. As we see both teams are on their respective sides.
There's Thunder crowning himself king for some reason.
DEA's motto for the playoffs is dream on and bring the trophy home. Coming in for vengeance after just short of taking it to the championships last season against the Suns.
I think the Suns' motto for the playoffs here is not to get swept.
Do your best out there. Let's go, let's go.
Lavina did say in the post-game press conference that players just forgot that they just need to enjoy the moment and just play and
as the song says, have a good time.
There we go. I am very distracted by the cute baby on the screen.
The Passion Sisters.
There you go.
Doing some sort of dance. Their hands.
Again, bring the crown home.
And there's some fried chicken in the stands. Enjoy it, people.
Don't forget, we got food back in the stands, including Nini's fried chicken.
Shout out to Nini's fried chicken.
Shot clock's at 20. DEA's ball. 74-50-9. DEA manages to pull ahead in that lead, even though Suns had a quick start, strong start. You're gonna count that.
That was a slow, extended continuation call. Let's take a look.
We don't need slow motion for that.
Foul happened there. As long as they're consistent with those continuation calls, I'm okay with it.
Yes, sir.
Look at Coco.
King with 17 points, 11 rebounds today. First game in Asia, first game in T1, played also against the Taichung Suns. He gets in that free throw shot for 77 DEA has right now. Ding to Benson. Benson loses the handle of the ball. Nelson tries to get a layup in, but helps Nick King for a one-hand slammer.
Easy left-handed flush from King.
Gets the crowd revved up a little bit here. Has Ray Rice passes it to Eric. And Nelson in for a layup.
Maybe a timeout from Gavina. Try to slow this run down. The crowd starting to come alive. DEA eyeing the finals.
81-59. DEA takes the lead. Saw earlier on the screen on the bench is chairman of the league, Rosa Chan Qianjie, making an appearance for the playoffs. You see this quarter, their field goal percentage, quite a big difference. 60% for the DEA, 25 for the Suns. The Suns have kind of quieted down in this quarter.
That's the difference so far in the third quarter was the percentages. I wouldn't say the Suns came out really well, just the DEA came out flat at the start of the game, missing shots that they normally make, which gave the Suns an opportunity to stay in the game early. DEA putting some space between them now, showing them why they're the #1 team in the league and the #1 team in this building.
You guys got to find a way to respond here.
So we hear Gavina telling the guys to find a way to respond. Ray Rice has his work cut out for him now.
See, the individual behind Coach Gavina, that is Xu Zhitao. He is currently a consultant. We actually see him on the 11 Sports broadcast as a color, but looks like the Suns have hired him to help out with the organization as we start off once again. 5.5 minutes left in the quarter. Lou to Rice. Rice for three. Rattles out of the iron. Nelson to King.
Good look out of the timeout for the Suns. Rice couldn't knock it down.
Back and forth between Nelson and Bashir. With 8 seconds left. Finally out to Eric. Eric from the sideline.
That was the first three-pointer Eric Shook took that was not contested, or sorry, that was contested, as Moultrie gets an easy dunk there.
That's 4th foul for KB. That's an assist for Lou. Benson gets a chance to get 3. Now at the line.
Keith Benson.
KK coming in for KB. The Eastern Bloc cut in half. Once again, KB getting 4 fouls. In some foul trouble. Getting in a quick break. King coming back in. And Nelson for 3.
Having trouble connecting from long range is Nelson today.
Lou finds Benson from at the top. To Rice. And Ding finding problems against Nelson. Tries to go for 3 and makes it in.
Thought about the first one, thought about the second one, made the third one.
Just needed a second. That's 5 points for Ding today. Bashir out all the way to Eric and back to the top. KK hands it off to Nelson. Quick passes here. Nelson for a 3 once again. Suns possession.
Nelson not scared to shoot that 3. Coach has seen enough Nelson missing 3s. They're going to give him a break here.
We got Wei Han coming into the game.
Suns trying to cut into this 16-point lead.
Rayvonte Rice for a fadeaway shot. Bashir gets the ball back. Didn't see his teammates back on the offense, so slowed down the pace right there. Passes it to Wei Han. Wei Han bounce pass to KK. And for a mid-range shot, Bashir tries to go in. Benson in at the paint, tries to go for 2.
Good defense from KK on Benson.
King at the top for 3, just short. Outlook pass all the way to Rice. Rice lays it in, but no good. Benson coming back in to help him.
Good long outlet pass to the big man. Gonna reward Benson with 2 free throws.
Benson coming in also late in this season, previously played for the BC Juventus. Some other players that have been in that league, or in that team, have been Jalonis played for that team back in 2015, as well as Kupchas played in that team the season before that. Scores 81-66. DEA taking that lead. Bashir with it too. Another assist for Wei Han. Ding, bounce passes to Benson, but Wei Han steals it to Eric, and Eric tries to go in for the layup. King manages to get the ball back. Six seconds left of the shot clock. No look pass to Bashir, and for 2.
King to Bashir. That 1-2 punch of theirs.
Rice to Coco. Coco almost losing it. Bounce passes to Benson, and once again slams it down for 2. Eric finds King, but Benson manages to catch up to him. Eric past Rice and to KK, but that ball rattles out. Ding passes out to Rice. Rice to Sunny Liu. Couldn't connect that three. Wei Han to KK in the paint. Helps himself for two. Ooh, that's going to be goaltending called on Benson.
Can't block through that side of the hoop.
Got some subs coming in for
Take
the
a look
Suns.
at that. Once the ball hits the rim and in the cylinder, you can't touch it, but you can't touch it through the hoop. You can come over top and take it off, but you can't go through the bottom.
Definite no here. Besa coming in for the Suns.
Came in for
Benson passes out to Bashir. Bashir trips up though as
he does a headstand to stand up, showing us his athleticism on full display.
Foul on Benson. See that replay here. Benson reaches out, causing Bashir to trip up. $87-68 is the score right now. Suns are having a really quick powwow.
Referees are taking a look at this to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Now with Benson having picked up a technical, if they do rule this an unsportsmanlike foul, that could be it for him today. Or was Moultrie and Rice picked up technicals? I think Benson's okay.
Rice has one, Moultrie also with one, I believe.
So Benson's okay to get one here, if it does turn out to be an intentional foul.
Graceful way to recover from that fall.
Styling, Abbasi always styling, even when he gets up from falling. You take a look at Thunder here on the court. Always popping and locking, putting on a good show for these fans. Probably one of the best mascots.
Well, if there was a T1 mascot of the league.
Yeah, T1 Scotty D.
There's a vote from Scotty D.
That's right. You get my vote, Thunder. His Instagram handle, the Drug Rehabilitation Center.
What?
Yeah, that's his Instagram handle. Thunder from the Drug Rehabilitation Center. Now, if you do have a drug problem, I do encourage you to reach out to the professionals, as I don't think Thunder carries that certification.
I don't think so, but you know, you never know. Bashir. Ooh, that's gonna go in for 18 points for the Senegalese. .45 seconds left. Allen from the top for two. 89-70, that's his 8 points today.
Bashir was very quiet in the first half with only 3 points, now has 18 points in a hurry, equaling his average for the year.
Quick to catch up, KB. Back to you, Nelson. 6 seconds, 5. The clock is counting down as Bashir, just before it goes off, gets 2.
Good footwork and body control from Al Bashir on that layup.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. Besa passes it out to Ding. 3 seconds. He's got to pay attention to this clock, and
not going to get a shot off.
Just like that.
Come on, Suns, got to get a shot off when the shot clock's down to 5 seconds here. Ding says, yeah, that's my bad. Kavina's like, yeah, Ding, that's your bad.
Yep. Score 91-70. Got one more quarter left. DEA taking the lead here at Tsinghua State.
as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here. The Suns kind of came out flat in the third quarter. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter here, the Suns came out flat in the third and were outscored 36-17, 19-point differential, and that's where we stand right now. DEA looking to punch their ticket to the finals in this final frame here. Suns are going to need some magic from somebody.
Start off in the final quarter. Coco coming in. On the screen earlier, we just saw that FIBA announced in March that Bashir will now be considered a local player if he so chooses to play in the national team. It's been a huge contention of the previous years, but finally he will not have any limitations. He will not be considered a naturalized player, but instead a local player, as that position is already filled by Will Artino, currently playing for the Plus League Hsinchu Lineers. We're starting off in this quarter with KK, Nelson, Bashir, KB, and Eric. And Nelson from deep for three.
Finally connects on one of his three-pointers. Interesting form from Nelson.
On the Suns side, we got only Benson here as Allen tries to go in for a shot.
Suns elect to go with the one import look on the floor. That's going to end right now as Ray Rice is getting ready to check back in the game. Sonny Liu back in. Let's see if he can get his three-point shot going. He's a 43% shooter from downtown. Not showing us that yet here today.
We start off. Besa to Allen, hands it off to Rice. Double teamed by KK and Bashir. Out to Besa. And from deep is Besa for three. See Kangaroo on the court, first time in this game. Last season's Mr. Popular. Nelson bounced past to KB. And from the left is Bashir. Looking a little frustrated after not making that shot.
Comes up with the steal.
Bounce passes to Bashir. Maybe he can redeem himself here. Lays it in for two.
And just like that, Abasi's got 25 points after scoring only 3 in the first half.
And you see on the screen, 5 steals tonight's game as Benson passes it out to Besa. And once again, Sonny Liu on the left, just off KK. Fast breaks, finds Bashir up against Besa. Besa manages to recover the ball back. And for an alley-oop attempt, Benson gets the ball, readjusts a little bit for a mid-range shot. Nothing but net right there. $14 points for Benson, 9 rebounds. KB out to Kanga. And once again, the Latvian for three, swishes it in.
Latvian is shooting at a high clip from the three-point line. I think he's missed one.
Nasty, gone 5 for 6 for 3 points today. Coming in hot, Ray Rice from deep. $15 points, 5 rebounds for KB. And once again, starting off in this quarter, 3 for 3, and KK in for 2.
Like that, it's a 30-point lead for the DEA. The Suns were knocking on the door at halftime, but I think the Suns or the DEA have run away with it now.
Got 8 minutes left. playoffs, baby, brought to you by 11 Sports. We are watching Taichung Suns at Xinzhuang Stadium playing against the CTBC DEA. We might be seeing the DEA clinch it for the championships.
As the Passion Sisters are rowing the boat here, or maybe they're making the sweep sign. That would make more sense.
That would make a lot more sense.
What if any fans bought any brooms today?
I mean, looking at the crowd right now, I don't really see it. Xinzhuang Stadium probably got a couple of thousand in attendance right now on this Sunday afternoon. We start off once again, 8 minutes on the clock. Benson at the free throw line for 2.
Benson's mid-range jump shot looks good. Doesn't get a lot of elevation on the shot, but good rotation, very effective.
Jonah Morrison, first time coming into this game, out to him. But back to Bashir once again at the left. Another mid-range shot. Incredible turnaround from last season to this one. Li Yihua really led the team. Last season, 17 wins, 13 losses, as opposed to this season, 25-5 was a record. And like we mentioned before, they have an ongoing winning home record. Soon, potentially, to be 19 home game wins in a row.
The only question remaining is, are streamers going to shoot out of the ceiling after this win?
I don't know. I don't see people holding anything as KB helps himself. Good assist by Morrison. Besa lets the ball slip, saves it, but passes it back to Rice, then to Benson for 2, counting it for an and 1.
Keith Benson, born in Cleveland, Ohio, age 34. That's our guy from Beverly Hills, Michigan.
Not Beverly Hills, California.
I know. He went to Detroit County Day School, where a former NBA first-round overall pick in 1993 went. That would be Chris Webber.
Got Allen, number 38, jersey number 30 coming in. Finally got the bench players an opportunity to play in this game. Once again, could be the series clincher as we're winding down this this quarter. Five seconds left in the shot clock. That's Besa committing that foul. For the Sun side, we got number 14 Lewis in. Allen to Morrison. 8 seconds left. Nelson for 2. 2 assists. Morrison has under his logged in.
Morrison, one of the bigger local Taiwanese bodies I've seen.
That's another steal by Nelson, and Nelson lays in. 2 almost trips up by the cameraman. 11-2 is the score against 77. Besa tries to pass it out to Lewis, doesn't get a hold of it. That goes out of bounds. Back to DA's possession.
As Chris Cavina dives deeper into his bench now. As you can tell by the assistant coach's body language, not looking good for the Suns right now.
KB hands the ball off to Morrison. Morrison from deep.
Oh boy, UBC Thunderbird from 40 feet, 26 feet.
That's your peer right there.
My goodness.
Like you mentioned before, one of the taller local players standing in at 6'8". Lewis tries to go in for 3.
Morrison likes to shoot most of his shots from behind the three-point line. That's my style.
Nelson directing traffic, goes into the paint, passes it, pops it back out to the perimeter. Kanga with the ball. Passes out to KB. KB tries to go in for 2. Says that he got fouled by Benson, but still keep going. Suns with the ball. Lewis out to Sonny Liu. Eight seconds left on the shot clock. For 3, referee blows a whistle. That's a foul on Nelson.
Called the foul on the floor. They're going to get sidelined out of bounds here.
It's 4th one for Nelson. Coming on is
number 2. Who's number 2? I've never seen number 2.
Number 2 is Rick.
Welcome to the game, Rick.
Previously played for the Tainan Ghost Hawks. Signed with the DEA before this season. Number 20, Derek King coming in for the Taichung Suns. Kanga out to Rick, and Allen from the top for 3. Drops it in. Gotta feel good about making that shot in. As 76, Ling Mingyi is in for the Suns. And Lewis for 3, just off. KB with the ball, the only import for the DEA. Giving KK a good rest.
This game's now seen every single DEA player score a point except for one.
Allen back to back.
Welcome to the game, Allen.
6 points for the 34-year-old from New Taipei.
This lead is ballooned out to 121-79.
Lewis passes it out to Mini-Me. Finds Derek. And King goes into the paint, finds Rice. Rice for 3 on the right. Morrison passes out to Rick. Rick to Kanga.
Morrison will shoot that one.
For his second 3 is Morrison once again.
Good looking shot for Morrison. Smooth.
On the sideline, we got Gladys Tai and Rosa Chan of T1. Kang with the ball stuck. Good defense by Rick. Passes it out to Mini-Me. And Mini-Me for 3 himself. Just off. King gets a rebound back. Helps himself for a mid-range shot for 2. 2.5 minutes left in this quarter. KB at the top.
Kanga thought about it.
2KK once again pops it out, but that's gonna be
one of the first turnovers of the half for the DEA. They've had a hell of a second half here.
Most definitely. 33 points DEA has scored in this quarter. 9 for the Suns.
Suns were only down by 2 at halftime. As you can see, things have gone south for them since then.
An alley-oop attempt. Ling Mingyi tries to throw it out to Rice. Couldn't execute.
You want to put a little bit of touch on those alley-oop passes. Kind of fired it at the backboard.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be Rick tossing out to Allen. Allen for a 3, maybe once again. Kanga manages to get another rebound. Kanga to Morrison. Morrison from deep. For 3! 3 in a row for the Vancouver native. That's 9 points.
He's on fire.
Hot stuff. Minute and a half left. The Singzhuang crowd is going nuts. Derek King for a 3, but airballs it. A little bit too short.
See if they get Morrison another look here on the heat check.
Kanga tried to go in for the 3. Not in time as Lewis caught up. Rick passes it to KB. The foul on Rice. It's 2 shots for KB. coming off the bench. Incredible stuff by Jonah Morrison as well as Allen.
Jonah Morrison must have 9 points in 4 minutes.
9 points for Morrison and 6 for Allen. 2 for 3 in terms of 3 points for Allen. And DEA once again with the ball. Kanga to Allen for a mid-range shot. 50 seconds left. The crowd is itching to get up to celebrate. Ray Rice, 2 points.
No one thought the Suns were going to be in this position. Hats off to the Suns for winning the play-in game. They surprised me. They surprised everyone by being here today.
It wasn't an incredible surprise.
This game can't end soon enough right now.
Wanting a slice of that pie goes in for 3. But yes, incredible turnout for the play-in as King goes in for 3 points himself. A lot of 3 points in the last quarter. Suns.
Nothing to be ashamed of here, Suns. You put on a show for us in the play-in game. Probably one of the best T1 Leagues games I've seen so far.
Went double OT in the first game against Taiwan Beer Hero Bears.
And then a last-second heroics from Ray Rice to end Hashim Tavit and Michael Qualls' stint with the Hero Bears, I assume.
Incredible stuff. It was a combined score of 13 points in the final minute of Game 2 of the play-in series. Solid effort. I mean, it was a lot of turnarounds for the Suns. A lot of imports coming in and out. Total of 5 this season. And Rice just like that.
That'll be the end of Rice's game. So he picks up another second technical. He's going to be untying his shoes in the locker room.
See some of the fans already standing up. 10 seconds left in this game as the DEA and Suns on the court exchange words, and you see the coaches shaking hands already. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, the CTBC are heading to the championships.
44-point win. Outscored them by 46 points in the second half. My goodness. The DEA, whatever the coach said to them at halftime, woke them up.
We conclude the series 130-86. DEA sweep the Taichung Suns, a play-in team of this playoffs. Incredible stuff. We see Coach Lee, Coach of the Year, thanking and congratulating his team.
The Suns don't get their $3 million bonus that was promised to them if they did win this game. I was going to match it.
Are you glad that, that didn't happen for you?
I can talk about that now. They did get a $1 million bonus for winning the play-in series, which I thought was nice by their organization to reward their players with a little bit extra cash.
They certainly did. We see on the screen Ling Wei Han. This is his first time going into the ship for a T1. Definitely not unfamiliar in terms of playing for the playoffs, as we see the team center court.
No bottle squirts yet, but I imagine there'll be a lot of bottle squirts in the locker room after the game. That's the DEA signature celebration.
Top scorer for today's game is Al-Bashir, 27 points, getting 3 assists.
There's President Tsai Ing-wen. No, it's...
How dare you? How dare you say that?
Put your bolts up. Everyone's got their bolts up.
They are just one step closer into bringing that trophy home after an upset last season, not making to the ships.
DEA get a rest now. They get to watch to see what happens in the other series. Get a week to recover.
That's right. They're going to be waiting with bated breath to see who they play against tomorrow night. Matchup, Game 5. Do or die. Kaohsiung Aquas at Jianan University Stadium to play against Tainan Ghost Hawks. But in the meantime, they're going to savor this moment, enjoy as they take another step closer to win it all.
DEA finished that game 50% from downtown after shooting only 30% from downtown in the first half. Really came alive in the second half on offense. Quite a lopsided win for the DEA.
Couple of highlights. Moultrie 18 points. Rice, even though fouled out in today's game, scored 20.
Still well below his season average, 30 a game. DEA did a good job containing him, throwing double teams at him every time he touched the ball, making life really difficult for him today. As we got the Bolts.
Probably really exciting for the import players. All 4 on the DEA side have never played. This is their first season to play in Asia. To be in the championships is probably going to be exciting stuff for them. And again, you know, most of them are older than the local players on the team, so they're going to need their leadership for the championship.
Here's a look at our Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, GM of the Year, Stadium, Mr. Popular.
They're going to need a trophy case in the front office here for all their awards.
Defensive Player of the Year. It just goes on and on and on. For the championship, since DEA is the high seed, we're going to be starting off the ship here at Xingzhuang Stadium.
On the 13th, next Saturday. Who do we got here? Who's this guy?
Not really sure.
We can make up something for him.
But it looks like we had a in-stadium proposal.
No.
Yeah, we seem to have missed out, but we see Secretary of the League, Edward Chang, giving his congrats to Coach Lee.
Shout out to our boss, Eddie Chang.
Edward, the GM for the DEA last season.
We're going to talk to Abassi, I imagine, here, probably MVP of today's game, finished with 27 points. Very, very strong second half from the local Abassi.
$19-game winning streak. DEA has right now.
They have the opportunity to go a whole season not losing in this building. Which doesn't happen too often in many professional sports teams.
No, sir. We talked about it in the last game, in game 1. They have one of the longest winning streaks comparing to MLB teams, NBA teams, beating out the Plus League teams, Puran Pilots, as well as Fubon Braves. They haven't hit double digits in terms of winning streaks. We'll see what Bashir has to say.
As he shows off his Chinese, making me feel even terrible for not speaking any.
Listen, for those who don't know, he actually knows 4 languages: Senegalese, French, Chinese, and English. Chinese being his second preferred language, actually. He speaks better Chinese than I do, and I'm a local.
You said they had to calm down, look for their shot.
后面3分球开始越来越准，有老大哥的提醒，全队就绷紧发条，今天一定要把这一场拿下来。
And there's the bottle squirts. The vintage bottle squirts from the DEA. They don't dump jugs here, they do the bottle squirts.
You see on the screen, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals, and 6 assists today.
It's a monster stat line. Almost taught himself a 5x5. That doesn't happen too often.
Could potentially be the playoff MVP. Last season, Kevin Hu took it all.
We'll be down in Tainan tomorrow to call that game. Let's hope for another action-packed game like it was in Game 3. Oh no, it was Game 4.
Game 4.
Game 4, that's right. Forcing a decision, season-ending Game 5 for one of the two.
Win or lose， 你们都在我们的身旁。虽然技术有一点点的小乱流，不过最后我们顺利的调整，继续保持。
Like Scott mentioned before, DEA's got plenty of time to rest now. Going to be waiting.
They can just sit back and watch, see who they're going to play in the finals.
Game 5, Battle of the South. That's going to be.
不一样的设计，请大家继续进场来看球。也要请电视机前面的观众，我们这边的强度强的不得了 ，OK？ 继续给我们进场支持加油！不止买票进场，看球赛、看精彩球赛，还有好看的球衣。我们是大手笔啊，没有在手软 ，OK？ 中信球团就是威，谢谢大家，我们总冠军再见。同时注意我们的 IG 中信特工粉丝专页有随时公布我们中信卡友能够优先购票这个福利啊，也谢谢大家，希望大家的总冠军赛多多给我们支持。1元长金要留下来哦。下次出门要记得带哦。谢谢大家。
Preview for the next game, Game 8 of the playoffs, but Game 5 between Kaohsiung Aquas and Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks. That's right, it is the South City battle. You do not want to miss out. It's going to be at Jiangnan University. Scotty D and I will be calling in Game 5 tomorrow night. That's some exciting stuff. Want to thank you guys all for tuning in to another 11 Sports broadcast. Scotty D.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Another game, playoffs.
Scotty D.